If there's one thing that society successfully managed to sell to women is the fantasy and fairy tale kind of life. Like, women think just because they've been with someone for 20, 30 years, then it should count for something. That person is not going to turn around and make a mockery of the thing that they have built and created together. Women going off on sentiments, philosophizing things, having no contingency plans, no practical ways of cushioning themselves. Women would rather go through healing in therapy than prevent trauma altogether. Like, a woman is in her 50s, you're 45, you're 50, you're running through courts. Oh, me and my kids have been kicked out of our house because this man has brought in someone else. We brought this property together. We brought the cars together. Like, women have no plans in making sure that I'm solid. If everything is thrown to the dogs, I will live with the cloths on my back and my children, and we're going to be okay. We're going to be fine. Do you need to seek legal redress? Yes. Are you owed legal redress? Yes. Should you pursue legal channels to get a portion of what you worked for? Yes. But there are some people who are like at 55. When I should be getting ready for my sunset years, the last thing that I want is running around. Now you're up and down talking, oh, his brothers, please come and talk to this man. You're asking the elders, please come and talk to this man. I don't know what has come over him. We've been together for 30 years. Now he has brought in a new girlfriend. He has brought in a younger wife. Now you're even asking your own children to talk to their father. Please talk to your dad. Please talk to your dad. I don't know what has gotten into your father. I don't know what he's doing. All of these things at 60, at 50. You don't love yourself? Those are the days when you just want nothing but peace of mind. Anything that tries to stand in the way of peace of mind, it's got to go. But because you don't have any plans, you do not have any contingency plans, you thought that the world cared. And that is why this is the thing that women do. They're like, in the name of Jesus, if you have built anything with your partner for 20, 30 years, no woman is going to come and interrupt. No woman is going to come and reap where she did not sow. Sentiments. No practical ways of doing things. Women think that the world owes them kindness because they're kind, that the world owes them greatness because they've been great, that the world owes them, it is going to reciprocate. People should reciprocate the kind of love and selflessness that they've given to the world. No practical ways of cushioning themselves whatsoever. And I'm going to say something that I don't even like myself. The older you grow as a woman, the lesser your sexual capital. Your sexual capital depreciates for the very reason of nature in itself. At 45, I'm making peace with this. At 45, I'm not going to be firm in certain spaces compared to a 22-year-old. And the more money a man makes, the older he gets, the more money a man gets, the younger his woman. That is why a man will cheat on you with a younger woman. He will marry a second wife who's younger than the first. And the third wife will be younger than the second. And he will have 3 wives and girlfriends. And the girlfriends will be younger than all of the wives. It is the society that we live in. Is it something that we like to talk about? No. But you approach the world as it is, not as you hope it to be. But women will be sitting around and asking themselves questions, philosophizing. But why would I be with someone for 30 years? And then for them to show me such disrespect, bringing in other women into my life, bringing other women to take part in things that they did not build, as if the world cares. You think the world gives a damn? The world that we live in is very brutal. And you really need to be smart. I've said this, women lack consequential thinking. They will go into a stranger's home, to a hotel with a stranger and think, you know what, I'm either going to consent or not consent into having intercourse with this person because, men are supposed to be gentlemen, they're supposed to be responsible, they're not supposed to harm women, as if it counts for nothing, as if it counts for something. They don't think, they don't have consequential thinking. They don't remember that the moment you walk into the lion's den, be ready to be feasted, be ready to be torn apart, be ready to be ripped. But, and then now they have to go and heal from trauma. Because women would rather heal from trauma than prevent trauma altogether. Prevent trauma. You need to take care of yourself. The reason why we talk about having your own is because if things are thrown to the dogs, you're solid, you're firm. You know that you have everything that you needed put together. And that you don't have to run around. Now you're putting your kids through stress. How many women do we see standing outside the home and they're fighting? I've said this. And they're fighting with their kids. Oh, our father's brought in a second wife, but my mother is the one who has been here. And especially for those who have not taken care of themselves, they have nothing on the side. They're like, we bought these things together. We've been doing these things together. Why is he doing this? Now you're running up and down. You're running from courts to courts. You're fighting people. You're fighting things at 50, at 60, at 75. And now you get to a place where you have to fight to make sure at least this man takes care of your kids' education because now his attention is elsewhere and you have to fight tooth and nail to make sure at least he takes care of your kids' university. Or now you have to step in And because you had no solid foundation, you start from scratch with nothing. When you know that you left behind mansions, you left behind a good life, now you have to start from scratch at 50 because you did not protect yourself. Now you're learning how to live life as a 50-year-old, as a 45-year-old, as a 55-year-old. You don't know where to begin. Protect yourself. This world does not owe you kindness. You think because you're kind, people are going to be kind, or you think because you're doing great stuff, people are supposed to reciprocate. You think this is what women think, that if I was kind to him, he's going to be kind to me. If I was nice to him, he's going to be nice to me. You continue being beaten in life because you do not have plans.